election. I wouldn't suggest that they vote for any party or either party.
Peace, it's your brother YK the Truth. And telling me to vote is like telling me to accept Jesus Christ. Encouraging me to vote is like encouraging me to accept Jesus Christ. All right, I'm gonna tell you why. Our ancestors, this is how I look at it. Follow me. Our ancestors believed in Jesus Christ. Our ancestors were taught and forced to believe in Jesus Christ on a plantation.
I will not associate those who worship another God.
I associate with those who worship
A heathen God. Never.
I'm not talking about that Christianity that was in Africa, because that's not the that Coptic Christianity that black people in America, African Americans, worship. That's not the same Christianity. So don't say, well, Christianity started in that's not the same Christianity. So let me get back to my point. Our ancestors prayed to Jesus because they didn't have no choice at that time. Then over the years, they started to believe it. After generation, we forgot that we was pretending. It became a place of refuge, but it was counterproductive because those very same churches was established by the people who enslaved us. The very doctrine. So Christianity was created to keep us docile, to keep us humble, to keep us in check. That's what it was. So for you to tell me to accept something like Jesus, it's the same thing when you tell me to vote. Our ancestors believed in Jesus on a plantation. Did it free them? No. Because at the end of the day, we're not free today. If you think you have freedom in 2020, I can tell you right now that you have been fooled. Slavery still exists, man. Let me ask you a question. When our ancestors were on a plantation, right? They worked for free. The only thing that they got from the slave master was a place to stay, raggedy clothes, and something to eat. And they had to work. Well, we know that the average black person has probably less than $200 in a bank account. So every day, watch this. So every day you work for the same thing our ancestors worked for. Foods, clothes, and shelter. Yeah, you might have a car to get you to and from the plantation, but you still work and you still building up a white person business. A business is nothing but a plantation. It's a plantation. So you're telling me to vote, right? Like that's the solution. Vote for this person when we've been voting for years. And guess what? We still can't stop the police from killing us. High unemployment rates. In poverty. But yet, you're telling me to vote. Like voting helps. And then every year they hit us with the same thing. They go and get celebrities to encourage you to vote. They go and get people like LeBron James. They want you to vote, right? But what has voting done for us all these years? Not a damn thing. Think about it, right? We had the 13th Amendment. That was the amendment that freed us, allegedly. But that shit only turned us from a slave to a criminal. So now if you're a criminal, you can still be a slave. Who make up most of the prison population? African Americans. You got the crime bill, mass incarceration. This is the new Jim Crow. Even Michelle Alexander break that down. So we're not, my question is this. When people would say to me, right, vote, 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 you know what I mean? Vote, vote. I say, what the hell am I voting for? What are we getting in return? Because all we getting are broken promises, man. Broken fucking promises. They promise you this. They don't do nothing for you. Come on, man. People can't afford healthcare. No jobs. No businesses. Low economics. Bad schools. Schools are still segregated. So for you to tell me to vote is like telling me to accept Jesus Christ. And then you got people who say things like, man, if voting was important, they want to try to take it away from us. This is what you always hear. But they don't want us to have a say-so in their matters, period. Period. They don't want us to have a say-so in any sides. That don't mean that it's going to benefit us. That only means that it's either going to help the Republicans or the Democrat. If it's more black Democrats than Republicans, it's going to hurt the Republicans. If it's more black Republicans than the Democrats, it's going to hurt. So you see, that's why they don't want us to vote. It don't mean it's going to fucking help us. It just mean that they don't want us to fuck with either side. They want to run this. You talking about vote. How the hell you expect me to vote when the same all of these constitutions, we was never included in this shit. They gave us voting rights, but what the hell do we have today? What do we have today? Only a fool does the same thing and expect different results. You begging, 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 help me, help me. And ain't nobody come. We vote Obama in. What the fuck did Obama do? He helped the gays. He helped the natives. He helped the Latinos. But what the hell did he do for the people who put him in office? So if somebody like Barack Obama could do absolutely shit for African Americans, right? What makes you think somebody else is gonna want to do anything for us when our own black president didn't do anything for us? Then you got people like Trump promising you shit just to get your vote. You can't trust him. This is the same person who discriminated against African Americans with his business and wouldn't let them get an apartment. Come on, man. This shit hurts me. Like they breaking. Vote, 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 vote. Man, you know how important it is. If voting was so fucking important, right? Why the fuck are you begging me to vote right now? Think about it. Oh man, we need you to vote because you see how fucked up it is, right? Yeah, but voting is what got us here. So if voting is what got us here, let's vote some more to keep us here. Man, you know the economy's fucked up, right? Why? Because you voted. Hey, if Trump win, this gonna happen, or if Biden win, this gonna happen. Why? Because you voted. You voted. You voted. The time we spent arguing over Democrats, Republicans, Democrats, let's build our own economy. Our own economy where we won't have to depend on the government for shit. Like, we can do this. It's like we don't want to let go of this nipple. This government nipple. If we just come together, get our businesses, stack our bread, have our medical, have our doctors, build our own hospitals, employ our own people. What do we need the government for? Come on, man. Like, you telling me to vote is like telling me to accept Jesus Christ. Insanity is when you do the same thing over and over and over and expect different results, man. Malcolm X said it. He said, I would encourage black people to do whatever it is by any means to uplift themselves. But we vote. Is it uplifting us? The next politician come in, feed us the same bullshit, promises, never deliver. Next president come in, what the fuck? We gonna be doing this shit for the next 200 years? 2,220? We still gonna be begging and vote, please vote, please vote. Your vote matters, but still at the bottom of the totem pole. If you're at the bottom of the totem pole and we vote, all the voting black people did for Obama. If that didn't show you that voting ain't shit, because they all on the same team. They want you to believe that after the damn election, it's over. Like, Donald Trump ain't gonna have no say-so in it. Like, because Barack Obama's not president anymore, he's not gonna have no say-so in it. You're not fired. There's still a purpose for you. So don't let them try to make it seem like they so divided. That's what they want you to think. That they're so divided so you can be divided and roll with one side. Don't fall for that, man. I ain't voting. This is what I got, right? I got a challenge right now. You hear me? Anybody convince me right now why it's important to vote. And I'm listening. Convince me how voting is going to help us even after all these years of voting. How is it going to help us? How is it going to help us now? What is so different now? Why is 2020 so different than 2008? Why is it so important now? So it's your brother YK the Truth, man. Oh, insanity is when you do the same thing and expect different results. And I'm out. Peace.